Can Christians cuss? Of course they freaking can. But should they? Well, no. But the deal is, I remember about 15 years ago, I was basically brand new baby Christian. And that's when, my whole life came to an end through some traumatic events, and I had to make a choice, to curse God or run to Him, and I chose to run to Him. Point being is, previous to that, I was raised in a cussing environment, and as it was just a part of the language. It was a way to communicate. It was never offensive. I mean, you would use these words like adjectives and pronouns, or exclamations, or just to describe something, and you wanted to enunciate it. And I get it. It's the lowest form of communication. And I'm a big reader, which really funny is I've always been a massive reader since I was a little girl, and it's not like I read books with those words in them. It was culture. So, I'm overcoming decades of culture. And my auntie said, I remember I was talking to her, and I'm like, you can't be this type of person and be saved. And so judgmental of me, right? Thinking that I I thought I knew so much. 15 years later, I know even less, it seems, but at least I'm pursuing. Anyway, but the point that she made, because I was going, well, you can't be this way and say that you're a Christian. And she goes, well, Tara Hope, did you stop cussing the day you were saved? I was like, oh, jeez. Auntie Mama's getting real all up in my business, right? No, I did not. It's taken me a long time. And still, I'm, don't judge me or judge me. I'm whatever. But I will drop an exclamation, and I hate it. That is a difference. Before, I was using these words, and I wasn't hating it. I could care less. I mean, I wouldn't go to a kid's school and say them. I had a modicum of decorum, but I don't use them whenever, if I do cuss now, it is a matter of, yes, I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have said that. And I do grasp the words before it comes out. And that's a difference. I mean, I'm not who I used to be. I'm not even close to who I used to be. I often wonder if I ran into somebody who knew me in my 20s, who hadn't seen me since their 20s, would they recognize me? I remember I did have one scenario where I was laughing in a Walmart, and around the corner, a guy peeked his head around the corner. His name was Gary. He was a drummer in a drum corps that I was in. He's like, Dara, I knew it was you. I could tell by your laugh. That was a long, long time ago. Hopefully you don't have some sort of laugh that is, those cackles. I don't know. I don't think I laugh weird. But apparently I had a distinctive laugh. Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm wondering if, because I have gone through a major transformation, I know I look different, but I'm sure I still look basically the same. But I absolutely know my countenance is different, and the things that used to make me laugh doesn't make me laugh anymore. Other things bring me great joy, silliness, and sometimes it's just the joy of the Lord. And then I'm able to have that real, authentic frequency of love laughter. Some people call it holy laughter. I've never done the holy laughter thing. I don't know if you have. I know I'm kind of getting off the subject of cussing, but I don't have an opinion on the holy laughter thing. I've sat and watched it, and I'm like, I used to have an opinion. I never spoke in tongues, and I didn't really have an opinion about it because I didn't understand it. Now I speak in tongues. Anyway, holy laughter and joy. Recognizing who I am now and who I used to be. Cussing. Now, there's another reason I'm bringing this up. Is I wrote, I got a couple pieces that I'm going to release. I write, and I do sort of, I would say, a prophetic type of poetry. And it's been very well received. One, I'm about ready to release. I'm going to read you just a little bit of it right now. The reason I brought up the whole cussing thing is because it's going to be a 4-part prodigal piece. And I don't know how I'm going to. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get it published or what we're going to do regarding that. But it's pretty awesome. And I say that humbly, but authentically. It's powerful. I've read it to a few different people, and all of them are just, they're just speechless. And I know it comes from a very raw, authentic place in my heart. And I've written 2 of the parts. The first part is it's prodigal mom. It's about a mother who has a child, and everything is great, then everything is terrible, and then the second one is from the heart of a prodigal and what they go through. And I put a couple cuss words in there. And I didn't do it for shock factor. I did it for the authentic factor. And I've had some people just like, that was so raw, it was so real, it's so powerful. And others going, and all the others said like all they could focus on is the cuss word. And I don't know really what to do about that yet, other than I want to be very authentic. What you see here, this is me. There's no different me off the camera. This is me. But let's go back to why I brought this up. No, Christians should not cuss. I believe there's consequences to cussing. I believe you're drawing something out of the darkness when you do drop a cuss. When I do. Maybe you too. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm speak for me. I think that when you do, and especially out of anger, when you curse out of anger, you are literally, I believe that you are literally calling up a demon. And let's not do that, okay? Even if I'm wrong, don't mess with that. Life is hard enough for us to add more garbage on top of us that we can hardly carry what we have already. So that's my heart for that. And to give your mouth over to the Lord, I've given my mouth over to the Lord, and I'm different. I'm absolutely not who I used to be. But here I'm going to read to you just a little bit right now. I don't want to finish the whole thing because ultimately, if you want it, give me your email and I will email it to you. But I'm just going to give you a taste right now. Okay? All right. So this is the prodigal mom. This is part 1 of 4. That cry that broke the silence redefined my existence. I am no longer me, the one I used to be, but now, in one split second, I am divided inseparably. There's no going back to a time of selfishness, no returning to not knowing God's loving kindness. Oh God, I never knew the realms and depths of your love until the day this child broke free from my womb. My eyes are so open. Oh, the pain mixed with joy. I feel your heart, my King, for Jesus, your boy. 1,000 kisses I've placed from forehead, belly button to toes. What I'm willing to do for you, my child, only God knows. I speak life over you. You are smart, sweet, and kind. I tried to mold you with my words, my expectations, with what I had in mind. I will love you, protect you. I will keep you safe. I'll warn you of the darkness. I will teach you to be brave. I'll be like the mothers I've seen on TV, where all the kids love her and treat her respectfully. But then the time came, you began to say, no, I want what I want and I want it now. The innocence left and rebellion began. I yelled back at you and said, do you know who I am? Okay, there's a lot more to that. But like I said, if you're interested, let me know and I'll drop a place where you can send me your email. I'll put my email down there. You can drop me your email and I'll send you that piece, the rest of it. And then afterwards, I'll send you the next one. That one does have, I'm warning you now, it does have it has some cuss words in it because it's all about the prodigal and what the prodigal went through and the hurt and the hate and the confusion, the betrayal, you name it, whatever it is that the darkness got a hold of. It's really, really, really good. Anyway, I want to do this for you. I want to bless you. Why do I want to bless you? I don't even know you. I want to because the truth is, say it with me, I am kind of a big deal. All right. God bless you. Love you.